This is a Hot Pie Media original.
Kind of nervous today. I don't know why. I think I feel some kind of pressure. Like it's the 1 year show and I need to perform or something. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Amy Edwards Show. I'm your host, Amy Edwards. And yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling a little nervous, a little pressure today. I think because I recognize that this is 1 year in. It's our 52nd episode. So that is one full year of doing this show. And I'm so happy and so grateful. And I felt like I needed to just bring something special to this show. So I'm excited to get to it and do just that. And it has been such a great year. And I'm so happy you're here and so happy I'm here. So excited to see what this continues to grow into. So welcome to the show. It's all about transforming our lives and becoming our best selves. And I am your friend and your cheerleader and your coach and, your comfort when you think no one gets it. That is at least what I aim to be. And I just hope to be someone that reminds you that it's okay to be completely honest and vulnerable and share your truth and in turn rise to your greatest potential. And that potential is one that, it doesn't necessarily reach some goal, but instead overcomes fear and doubt and finds peace and growth and love and joy in every moment. Valuing the moment. And, you don't have to accomplish all this stuff. You don't have to climb every mountain. It's about true happiness in the journey and in those steps. And in that, you transform into someone who you're proud to be, who inspires others to, and just is a shining example in the way that you live and the way you are. That's the goal here. So welcome to a new year, and let's get to today's episode. Thank you for being here. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com is your spot for licensed professional therapy done online safely. That's right. They are committed to helping you lead a happier life. And sometimes we need help. I know I'm speaking from experience. I have been using BetterHelp. And you know what? I have been having breakthroughs, y'all. Like crazy breakthroughs that I didn't see coming, like stuff about my parents. I know. So if that sounds good to you, if you're like, I need some next level work here and to go deeper, professional therapy is real. It really helps. So simply go to betterhelp.com/AES. I'll give you the discount at the end. You can start communicating with them in under 48 hours. And they have a whole range of specialties. And you fill out a questionnaire and they figure out what you need, match you up with somebody. But if you aren't feeling like it's kind of a fit, even after a session or two, that is okay. You can change therapists. They are committed to finding a really good therapeutic match for you, which is so cool. So also a bonus is it is more affordable than traditional offline therapy. You also don't have to travel. They're also bringing therapists on all the time. You have a wider range of specialties available than you probably do even wherever you live. And it's available worldwide at your convenience. Like when I went to sign up too, I was switching therapists at first because I didn't resonate with the first one. And it was really cool because they had some therapists that work from like, let's say 5 p.m. to like midnight. And so, and for me, that didn't work because I always like have my kids and whatever. And I was like, that's really cool for people that work a 9 to 5. Like you don't have to fit it in during the day. You can find a therapist who has your specialties and also has time available at your schedule, which is badass. So check it out. You can join the over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. It's betterhelp.com/AES for Amy Edwards Show, and you can get 10% off your first month. Again, that's betterhelp.com/AES. Okay, let's have some divine inspiration up in here. That's what I'm looking for today. I'm setting my intention. Because, I kind of revisited last year's. It came up for me as I was thinking about this episode. I thought about a year ago and how, I just wanted to do it right and I had to let go of the right and the wrong. And that came up kind of randomly for me. And then I realized, oh my gosh, that's what I talked about a year ago. And I was thinking about right and wrong and all that. Before I get into it too, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone here at Hot Pie for their support, to Alyssa, to Colton, to Natalie, Robert, John, Kelly, the entire team here. I'm so grateful to be here and to be a part of this and to be growing this show. So, and thank you to you for being here. Thank you to everyone who has reached out, who has been touched by this show, who has shared something personal with me, who has just taken the time to listen. And I'm just super grateful and I'm excited about the growth. Okay. So today's intention is just to bring what we all need to hear to start this year. And back to it. So yes, I was thinking about, right and wrong. I've lit my Palo Santo. It smells good. Let's all just take a breath for a second. Yeah. So, last year I got naked and it was I wore my little naked bodysuit and today I wore something kind of naked too. Can't really see it there. Now it's on YouTube. I wore like a little lingerie thing under my jacket. Just, I don't know, in the spirit of being fully open, vulnerable, all that kind of stuff. That's what I want. That's my intention, to be just as open as possible. Not only open in what I share, but open to whatever, like I said, divine intervention, just whatever comes to me, whatever needs to be said and whatever you need to hear right now. Because I'm a big believer that nothing happens by chance. We live in a world of synchronicities and things that are meant to appear to us. And so what will you carry away today? I'm counting on it because I know it, and myself too. So last year I talked about setting intention and the right way and the wrong way to do things, and how there is no right way or wrong way. There's just the way that you do it, the way that you get there. And so I think to start this year off, I would like to invite you to really let go of a lot of things that could be holding you back. A lot of things that might even seem weird to let go of, that we are so conditioned to hold on to. And I'm going to start with right and wrong. What if we just completely let go of right and wrong? What would that look like? You could almost do it with the Byron Katie too, which we've talked about, which you say, what if I could never think of things in terms of right and wrong again? How would I feel? What would that feel like? How do I feel in my body when I think about things being right and wrong? You feel righteous. You feel fucking righteous, right? You feel a little superior because you know what's right, what's wrong. Or the reverse, if you think about wrong and you feel like you've done something wrong, you feel less than, you feel inferior. And, you can think about a serial killer. Let's think about Ted Bundy. What he did was wrong. Yeah. What if we all just let it all go and just say, this is the path. This path that this person chooses. These are your choices. And this is your life. If you're making choices that you think are right, I was thinking about that phrase, do the next right thing. Well, you're already labeling it. We don't know exactly the right thing. We don't know exactly the path. What if you just said, do the next thing that feels good? The next thing that doesn't hurt anyone? The next thing that brings you peace? Do the next thing that makes you feel good. I like that a lot. It takes this judgment out of it. And I think for me, there's so much judgment rooted in the way I was raised with Christianity and the Bible and this idea of a God that is judging you. So what if you could let go of judgments? You're not the judge. So why are we spending so much time judging? What if we let that go? So this is an invitation to just let go of things that probably aren't serving us. I don't think thinking of things as right and wrong is truly serving, at least not me. I don't think it's really serving me. Now, granted, like when they turn the cameras on here, there is a right way to turn it on and a wrong way to turn it on. But again, you're going to figure that out. This one works. This one doesn't work. How about that? I think there's other ways to think of it if we are open to it. And what would life look like if we were less judgmental and if we weren't so caught up in right and wrong? And in our own life, the right way to do things, the right way to go about it, the right way to parent, the right way to have a relationship. Like, fuck all that. Fuck all that. That's right. I said it. There is no way that is right. I know one of my ex-husbands judges me pretty hard on the way I parent. He doesn't see it as right at all. He sees his way as right. And it hurts, And I try really hard to let go and say, this is just how I do it. And that's how he does it. We have two different perspectives. That's all it is. That's all it is. So what would happen if you loosened your grip on that and just let go of it? Right? So let's talk about some other things that you could possibly let go of as we move forward into the year. Because so many times we want to get resolute and have our resolutions about stuff. But what if instead it was just loosening that grip on things over and over and over and letting go, leaving things in the past, leaving them in 2021, right? And just leaving them in the moment prior, whenever you're listening to this. Just leave it all behind. You can start right now and just start letting go and start opening your hand. I like opening my hand. It kind of gives me like just a visual, to remind me of letting go. So, and I know the right and wrong one is a big one because it's kind of triggering because I don't know, there are people that were abused and, unequivocally we say that's wrong. But what if you let go of labeling it? What if you started to understand that there's a lot of gray area? I don't know. Just saying, what if, right? All right. What if you let go of outcome? As we set goals and all this, as we vow to lose 20 pounds, as we vow to, make, 6 figures for the first time this year or whatever it is. What if you just let go of outcome? What if you just let go of that and then instead worked on just being your best self every day, doing the things that honor you, being your best self, trying to spend, a few minutes writing every day. If your bigger goal is to have a book, maybe you let go of that outcome and maybe you just say, all right, well, instead I'm just going to write every day. Maybe then it's not so much about the outcome. It's not so much about that big thing. Maybe you're going to get there quicker too, surely by letting go of outcome, which is a weird thought, but can be true. We spend so much time with vision boards and all these things and become attached to how this is supposed to look. Well, wait, that's not on my vision board. I'm sorry. I should turn that down. That's the wrong way. I'm not saying don't be aligned with your goal. Don't be consistent in your vision. That's a good thing. But also staying open to possibilities and new things is a really great thing too. So what if you just let go of exactly what the outcome is? Because we're not exactly sure. That's always like a weird kind of line to walk as far as like manifesting and knowing what you want and knowing what you desire and asking for it from the universe. But then also there's this letting go and allowing because we don't really know. What was this quote I read the other day? And it was like, let go of your plans, to see what life really has in store for you because it's bigger and better than anything we could imagine. So what if you let go of your outcome? Or any outcome? Or what if you just tried it for a little while? Right? Just let it go and see where the road leads and just keep doing the next thing that feels good, that feels aligned, that feels, I'm not going to say right, that feels on point. Mm-hmm. That feels like the direction you should go. I don't even like to say should. The direction you desire to go, right? All right, let's try another one, right? What if you let go of fear of loss? What if you let go of the fear of losing someone? I've done this just recently. I've just had to let go and know I'm going to be okay. I got a really powerful message from an old friend, and she was sharing what went on as I was chronicling all the things that have gone on as Justin's been in rehab and my process of healing around that. She was sharing that she had been married to a severe alcoholic, and they've now split up. They have a child, and she said she just kept trying because she loved him so much and was afraid of losing him. And so many times we hold on way past our boundaries and way past when we should because simply we're afraid of losing that person. You know what? You're going to be okay. And what if you could just let go of that fear? What would life look like? What would open up to you? Why are you so scared of losing that person? What if you just let go of that fear? And along with that is letting go of a fear of real honesty, right? You could be afraid of losing that person if you are honest, you know? I know I've had recent incidents of that where I felt like, well, I know when Justin was in his relapse, there was a time when I didn't understand that he was relapsed and using, and I was trying to function with him, but I was so angry. Then this was before I knew everything. And I just knew something was wrong, but I was stifling that because I was like, what is going on? Are you using? He was like, no, lying to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so confused. And I wanted to just have an outburst. I wanted to be like, what the fuck is going on? I felt like I was going crazy. And I held back and I didn't, he went through this weird phase where got real physical with me and in like kind of a sexual way. And it just wasn't him. It was obviously the addiction. And it was weird. And I did not like it, but I played along because, and I was like, even though it was passing my boundaries, even though he's someone, I'm intimate with. And I didn't know how to deal with it. So I was scared he was going to get mad and then I would lose him. I was scared he would just be like, I'm done with her. She won't let me do what I want to do, And so I was just like, okay, out of a fear of enforcing my own boundaries, because you think if you enforce your own boundaries, you're going to lose that person. Or you think, if you're really truly honest, that they can't handle it and you're going to lose them in that way, which might be the case. I know when I cheated in my marriages, I'm really going for it today. When I cheated in both my marriages, I wanted to tell them to be able to talk about it, but I was so afraid that they would not understand that it was a symptom of other things. It wasn't about the cheating itself, which it never is. It's a symptom of other things, whether it's other things for just that person, other things in the relationship, whatever it is. And so there's all this fear. So what if we could set aside the fear of being honest and figure out a way to just share and trust that what happens is what's supposed to happen, and that we're going to be much happier if we are living in a fully honest place. Because we are, even when it's hard, it feels so much better. Even just saying this stuff, I don't like to hold back. I don't like to dance around what's true. I like to just spit it out. So now we've let go of losing a person. We've let go of the fear of losing someone. We've let go of loss. We've let go of the fear of honesty. We've let go of outcome. We've let go of right and wrong. What else can we let go of? But wait, there's more. What if we let go of forcing things? And with forcing comes control, I believe. So what if we let go of shoving your foot in that shoe that's too small, or whatever it is, the thing that doesn't fit, we keep forcing. And what if we let go of forcing? Well, it's scary because it might go away. But what if something better comes along when we let go of that? When we hold on, we're making it about our plan, not about the bigger plan, not about the divine plan that is designed just for you. Yeah, I believe in it. I believe that there's so much that we can't control. So we might as well let go, relax, be present in the moment, and see what happens. So what if you let go of forcing? And when things start to feel really forced, you just stop and take a breath. See what happens next. And that's not to say you don't work for what you desire. Maybe, are having a hard time and it feels forced when you're going to your acting auditions or whatever it is, job interviews. Something's going to flow though. And if you do it because you love it, whatever it is, it's not going to be forcing it if you love it. So find ways to rekindle that spark with acting or with the job search or whatever it is. Dating is a good example. Dating can feel very forced. And can you find that spark where you just love the moment? You love being in it. A lot of people can't. It takes work. I understand. I had to really work at it when I was dating. And we don't know. I could start dating again and have to find it again. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to date again. You know what? It's not that bad. It's just meeting people. Yeah. It's just learning to love the moment, the new, all of it. I know. It's also exhausting. But anyway, what if we let go? What if we let go? Let go of forcing. Let go of forcing it all. Even in our relationships. What if you don't force? With your children, don't force. Allow those little autonomous beings. Allow, breathe, be in the moment. Let go of forcing. I know it's hard, especially when you have to teach a toddler a lesson. There's always examples we can think of, but still, letting go of forcing feels really good because there's only so much we can control, and that is within ourselves. You can control your reactions. You can control how you respond in the moment. So what's that going to look like? So here's another one. Can you let go of beating yourself up? I know on my birthday this last year, when I turned 49 in August, I was like, I am so over beating myself up. I have really done that for more years than I care to admit. And I just don't want to do it anymore. So I'm not. And granted, that's a practice and I've had flare-ups. But what if you let go of beating yourself up for anything? And I mean, even self-deprecating talk. Let go of that shit. That is no good. I'm not a fan of self-deprecation at all. Oh, you know me. I'm always late. I'm always fucking terrible at that. You know me. Oh, stupid me. You know how I get. No. Let all that go. No more of that. Just cut it out. What if you let go of all of that? Right? Just let it go. And I like these too, because you're not resolving to like, okay, now I'm going to talk nice to myself. No, you are letting go of the old behaviors, leaving them in the old, the shit that don't serve you. All right. What if also we let go of unhealthy behaviors? That's a big one for me. I still have unhealthy behaviors that I do all the time, but one of them is beating myself up for unhealthy behaviors. So what if I just don't beat myself up about it anymore? And actually, I've gotten really good about that in the last month or so, because this was such a lesson going through all this rehab stuff and all that over the holidays. I just had to just say no to stuff. And I just had times where I just sat there and stared at the wall and didn't do shit. And I thought I should really get up and do stuff. And then I was like, I just can't right now. And I just had to sit and process and be and tell myself, you know what? This is just what I need right now. So I did. I just let go of the negative thoughts around it. But also, I am saying, what if we, myself included, let go of the unhealthy habits? Let go of the things that don't serve us. I know I'm sitting here thinking, does that mean I have to quit eating chips? I really love chips and fries. It's been a big one for me. But what if I just don't? What if I reframe it and think, oh, I'll just eat a smaller amount? Then it's not an unhealthy behavior. Am I eating to cope? Maybe. Maybe we look at our coping mechanisms. Let go of some of the unhealthy coping mechanisms. That's a great one for me. That one hits me. Because I still have them. As much as I would like to have fully let go of them, I'm not there yet. It's a practice. But that's okay. That's okay. It's a practice. It is for me too. I mean, none of us is perfect, are we? Who's perfect? Who do we know that's perfect? I don't know. I can't think of anyone. I'm sure they're out there. Okay. Here's another one. What if we let go of, and this kind of goes along with fear of honesty. What if we let go of hiding stuff? What if we let go of hiding stuff from our significant other, from our children, from our friends? I read something the other day that was like, all drama is about truth. And I was like, starting to think about it. And I started to think, I think that's kind of true. All drama, whenever things get dramatic, there's always like something about it where someone wasn't honest. There wasn't an honesty in there. Something was hidden. Something was not brought to light. And what if, I feel like we could be drama free if we just quit hiding stuff, and didn't take on anybody else's, reaction to it. Because then sometimes we take on their reaction and then we're like, and then it's more drama. But we don't have to take on that reaction. So what if we let go of hiding stuff? Oh, God, doesn't the thought of that just make you breathe easy? What if you didn't hide stuff? And this doesn't mean be rude. And this doesn't mean you have to expose everything. But it does mean that when someone asks you a question, you don't avoid the answer. You don't half truth it. You don't sweep something under the rug that needs to be said. You really do allow things to be seen. I mean, I know people that hide so much. They hide so many things about themselves, fundamental things. I remember someone I was dating who hid a lot from me. And it was so confusing. And then finally they came out and told me some things. And I was like, well, now some things make sense. But why do we do that? What if you just let go of hiding stuff? And you were like, this is the truth. This is my honest everything. Here it is. I keep thinking back to this book that I recommended a couple weeks ago on my Instagram. I devoured it in a matter of days, and it's like a 400-page book. It's by Neil Strauss, who wrote The Game, about picking up women. He co-wrote books like The Dirt with Motley Crue, but he wrote his own journey of addiction. And it has impacted me so much. It's called The Truth. And it really is just about really, really living true. And how do we get there? And how the addiction isn't about addiction. And all these things we do. And there's a scene toward the end where he's going to a wedding. And he goes up to the groom and says, hello. And the groom's like, oh man, I'm walking funny. I hurt my back. And he says, well, what happened? And he says, oh, I went to a strip club last night with a bunch of guys and they got me on stage and this girl jumped on my back or something like that. And it hurt anyway. And they laugh. And he says, but don't tell my bride. And Neil says, oh, she doesn't know? And he says, oh no, I told her I heard it at work. And he gives him a little wink, And Neil's like, wow, another relationship that's starting with a lie. Like, how many times are we just hiding these little things? Don't hide those little things. That right there is not really a little thing. But we tell little white lies. Clean that shit out. Let go of those. You don't even need to do it. You're fucking with your own integrity too every single time you do. Your mind hears you tell an untruth and it goes, this is a person that can't be trusted, and it fucks with your own self-trust and your own self-integrity. And if you think that shit doesn't spill out into the world, oh, it does. People pick up on it. They don't know why they don't trust you, but they don't. Sorry, I'm getting on my soapbox about trust and lies. Can you tell I'm a little fired up about it still? I am. And I just really believe that people, all those times when you're like, I cannot put my finger on it. That is the nicest person. I have no idea why I don't trust them. There's something there. Trust you. And the more that you foster that, the more that you can let go of hiding anything, the more you are going to just feel better and trust yourself, and people are going to trust you, which is really cool. And that's not to say you would reveal anything someone told you. I don't mean that, right? I just mean in your own life, like hiding stuff. It's not a good look. You think it's not even a look at all, but it is. I'm here to tell you, in my years of experience, it is. All right. I got another one. Let's let go of feeling bad. Let's let go of feeling bad. This one came up. I did a TikTok live not too long ago. I'll just sit and do affirmations sometimes on TikTok. And I was saying something about I feel good, I think was the affirmation, something like that. And someone popped up in the comments and he said, how am I supposed to feel good when my son is gone? And I didn't know if he meant his son was dead or if he meant that someone took his son. A lot went through me and I thought, how are you supposed to feel good? Like, what if my child was kidnapped? What if my child was gone? Oh, I hate even saying those things out loud. How would you feel good and not feel bad? I didn't know what to say to him. So I gave it a second and I just sat there. And then I thought, we can't spend our life feeling bad, our entire life. So if there's something that you think you can't get over feeling bad about, something that is grief, something that is just heartbreaking, then this is what I told him. What if you just let go of it and felt good for 1 minute? And then maybe you increase it tomorrow to 2 minutes. But I know a lot of times you can feel like you don't deserve to feel good when someone else is hurting or someone else is gone. I can understand that. But I don't think that person would agree. I know if I was that person, I wouldn't agree. I would want people to feel good still. I really would. So what if you just channeled that energy and let yourself feel good for a minute? You could set your timer on your phone. What if you let go of feeling bad just for a minute? Just for a minute. So there's the list of all the things I could think of to let go this year as you move forward. What did I forget? Is there something glaring that I forgot? I hope you will tell me. please do. Let's share it. And I think today's affirmation is just I let go. Just if we can remind ourselves that we can let these things go, that's beautiful. Because it's too hard to remember all the other stuff. I have to keep a list practically of my resolutions when I make them. Am I making them this year? Yes, I am. But they're different this year. I've shifted into what I truly desire. And I truly desire to make a living, a full living using my voice. Like a real living. Like I've never earned before. Like using my voice. That means pay my kid through college, buy a house, buy a new car type shit. That's my resolution. That's my goal. And it feels good. Feels good. It feels good to say it out loud. I think that would be freeing. I think that would give me security. I think that would give me even elevated confidence and just, it would give me my purpose. But am I going to stay too attached to the outcome of how that goes? No, I'm not. I don't know. Maybe something else is going to come my way. I don't know. But I'm going to keep following the signs and knowing that my path is my path and letting go of the right way to do anything, even live. Who says I have to own a house, right? And I do have a car. So anyway, I'm going to let go. I'm just going to allow, not going to force. Letting go is so deceptively simple. It sounds like it should be so easy. Just let go. Just let it go. Has anybody said that to you? Just let it go. And you're like, why can't I let it go? Sometimes it takes time. I know it did with my anger. And there is such a thing as re-traumatizing yourself, which I've done to myself repeatedly in the last month. I would revisit certain things and reread them and look at them. And I mean, all the anxiety and the anger and everything could just come right back to the surface. Or I don't even know that it was coming back to the surface. It just reappeared because it's not buried in me anymore. I feel like it's out. So it could just reappear. And you're re-traumatizing yourself in those moments. So can I let those go? That's still a work in progress. I have a whole bunch of shit on my phone that I haven't deleted yet. Maybe this is my time to do it, to let it go, to move forward, see what happens, to allow, to not know, and be okay with that, which I think is a great thing. I want to thank you so much for being here today and for being a part of this show. And I hope that it brings something to your life. If it does, I invite you to write it in the comments because it means a lot to me. It really does. And I'm excited to see it grow. And I know that comments and ratings and reviews are a big way that podcasts grow. And so share it with a friend too. That's really the best thing that you could do is share with a friend. If you're like, oh, I know somebody who needs to let some shit go, send them this. And follow me on Instagram and what's it called? TikTok. I'm at the Magic Babe on TikTok and Real Amy Edwards on Instagram. And then of course the Amy Edwards Show on Facebook. So follow me there, connect. Let's connect. I mean, I'm telling you, if you engage with my pictures and comment and stuff and send me messages, I will follow you back always. I want to support, make a good community, all that stuff. So anyway, I look forward to connecting with you. And I just wish you so much just light and joy and openness and willingness and letting go-ness as this year starts. Focus on what you can control, and that is you. And pretty soon, life will just be looking a little bit brighter, a little bit clearer, when we're letting go of all those things that don't serve you anymore. What a great way to enter a new year or a new moment whenever you're listening to this. Just leaving all that shit behind. You don't have to take it with you. Some things we have to work through, sure. Some emotions and all that. I didn't talk about letting go of emotions because it's not that simple sometimes. But I talked about some things we really can let go of, like fear. So anyway, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Again, reach out to me anytime, amy@amyedwards.com, or you can instant message me or direct message me on Instagram. I usually see those, actually. So I'm pretty good about seeing those. And thanks again to Hot Pie. Thanks, Alyssa. Thanks to everyone here. I'm so happy to be here. And new episodes come out every single Thursday. So subscribe or follow wherever you listen. And just remember, you're going to keep rocking it. And you don't have to be perfect with all this stuff. I'm sure not. But I am trying to put it into practice all the time. Let go of the old and just keep getting shinier all the time. So remember, this is the magic pill, right? You are. If only there was just one. There's not. It's all about the practice. So keep showing up for yourself and letting go. Till next time.
Thank you so much for listening. If you liked this show, please rate and review. It totally matters. And I encourage you to spread the love too and share this episode with a friend if you feel called.